So first things first, we start with the T's. We are used to using the Texas format for our paragraphs, and TOSIE is just a way that we can elevate our writing so that we're writing at the 11th grade level. Texas we used in 10th grade, it's kind of our training wheels. So now we're going to elevate to TOSIE. So let's take a look at T. T still stands for our topic sentence. Okay, and we know that a topic sentence is going to need a transition, whether this is your first body paragraph, your second body paragraph, or your third body paragraph. We need to always have a transition in our topic sentence. First is a perfectly acceptable transition. However, if you would like to continue to try to elevate your language and your writing to be at the 11th grade level, we're going to try some other types of transitions that really let our readers know what it is that we're getting ready to talk about. One major symbol is a little bit more in depth as far as what it is that your paper is talking about and what you're going to be talking about within this specific body paragraph. Also within your topic sentence, you want to make sure that you are still including pieces from your thesis statement, reminding readers that we are constantly reaching back to that argument and making it stronger with our evidence in the body paragraphs. We then end our topic sentence with the inclusion of our main idea. This main idea will follow us throughout the entire body paragraph. Okay, now we get into the major changes that you're going to be making to your body paragraphs. O stands for observe. Within this sentence, you're going to show readers that you have observed a piece of textual evidence within the text that helps you to support your argument. So we need 3 big W's in this particular sentence. We want the when, we want the who, and we want the what. These are the most important things and what you're going to be revealing in your observed sentence. So first, let's start with the when. When simply means when within the story is this piece of textual evidence occurring? Is it in the beginning? Is it in the middle? Is it in the end? Is there something that happened really, really close to this that would help orient your readers as far as the story and the plot line? You might want to reveal that within the observed sentence. So here we have a dependent clause that reveals when within the story we're referring to this piece of textual evidence. So after Mr. Harvey convinces Susie to visit the underground clubhouse, that helps orient the reader as far as where it is that we're talking about and why the cornfield is so important at this point in the story. Okay, now we get to move on to the who part of our observed sentence. During this part, we need to tell our readers who is speaking in the textual evidence that we found to support our main idea. So since I've decided to talk about the cornfield being a symbol within the Lovely Bones, I want to choose a piece of textual evidence that's going to support that. And I've chosen to talk about when Mr. Harvey traps Susie inside the underground cornfield, and then he says, "You're mine," and he won't let her leave. So this when gives readers an idea about where within the story I'm talking, and now I'm going to address who. So now we need to talk about the who is speaking. So we're going to add that onto our sentence and say, Mr. Harvey, this who is now attached to that. This is going to say who's about to start speaking within our textual evidence. Okay, the last part of the observed sentence is the what. And this is going to be the most difficult part for students to try to grasp and articulate with their own words. So sometimes it would be helpful to just sit back and kind of think about, okay, what is going on within my textual evidence? So in the textual evidence that I've chosen to support the symbolism behind the cornfield, I've chosen the part where Mr. Harvey tells Susie that she's not going to be able to leave. So in its simplest form, what is Mr. Harvey doing? That's what we need to think about, the what. So in saying that, what is Mr. Harvey doing to Susie? Well, in my opinion, he is expressing his power over Susie. And that's the really important what part that we need to get down pat in our observed sentence. So the last thing I'm going to add to my observed sentence is going to be just a short, summarized version of what the textual evidence is getting ready to say. And that's why this is so challenging, because sometimes it's difficult to summarize what characters are getting ready to say. To say that he demonstrates his power over Susie is very, very important, because this is the point in which I'm trying to add some analysis to the piece of textual evidence that I've chosen. I'm trying to really decipher, why is the cornfield important to the story? And it's because this is where Susie dies, where she loses all of the power within her life. And that is why the observed sentence is so important. So the last thing that we add is the what. And it goes right here.